Hi, everyone. Today we're going to talk about insulin resistance. When you eat a meal, your blood sugar goes up, and it's going to go up to a degree and stay up for a period of time, depending on what you eat. If you eat sugar and refined carbohydrates, you're going to get a higher spike in your blood sugar. And if you eat protein or fats or green vegetables, you're going to get a much lower spike in the blood sugar that's going to stay steady for a long period of time. Now, when your blood sugar goes up, your pancreas has to release insulin to bring the blood sugar back down. And insulin works by binding to a receptor on your cell membranes and literally triggering the opening of a door that allows for sugar to leave your bloodstream and go into your cells to be utilized for the production of ATP. And so if you have higher levels of blood sugar floating around, your pancreas has to make more insulin to control that. And the insulin will, bind to the receptors at the cell membrane. But if the receptors kind of get sick of seeing too much insulin, they become resistant. So the more insulin that these receptors are bombarded with, the less sensitive to the insulin they become. So then what happens is the insulin key doesn't fit in the lock of the door very well to open that door up and allow the sugar to leave your bloodstream and go into the cell. So you can, with time, develop insulin resistance. And when that happens, and it requires more insulin to control your blood sugar than it used to, the insulin itself begins to cause problems. So it can go to the liver, cause your liver to make more LDL cholesterol, more triglycerides, and less good cholesterol. The insulin can go to your kidneys and cause your kidneys to retain salt and water and eventually raise up your blood pressure. And the insulin can go to your fat cells and cause you to deposit more fat in your fat cells, particularly around the middle. Insulin also can promote greater inflammation in the body. So it will interact with the immune system and cause the immune system to create more inflammatory intermediates. Insulin can also disrupt our hormone balance. So insulin can change the ratio of testosterone to estrogen in men, for example. And insulin can be like a growth factor to the prostate in men. Both the estrogen that's now becomes produced in excess and the insulin will cause the male prostate to grow. So insulin has a whole host of deleterious effects when it's present in overabundance. So what can you do about it? Well, number one is change your diet. So if you can shift your diet away from carbohydrate consumption to a diet that is mostly green vegetables, complemented by healthy fats and protein, you will bring your blood sugar down, which will ultimately reduce the amount of insulin that the pancreas needs to produce, and it will begin to resensitize the receptors on your cell membranes. So dietary shift is number one. The second thing is exercise. It's been shown that even 20 minutes of exercise a day, like walking, can lead to resensitizing your insulin receptors. And then there are supplements that can help. Chromium picolinate, for example, is dose dependent, but if you're taking it around 1,000 micrograms a day, that can sensitize the insulin receptor. Also, essential fatty acids like EPA in fish oil can help. Vitamin E, vitamin D, and then some of our hormones can also enhance the sensitivity of the insulin receptor, like DHEA, testosterone. So all of these things will eventually make a difference. And a lot of people are concerned about the weight that they put on because of insulin resistance. And sometimes you have to kind of work with the diet, and you don't see as many results right in the beginning, but eventually you will. So it's like almost like you're having to walk up a steep hill, and then when you get to the top, you really can go down quickly on the other side. So it's like you have to work a little bit harder at it, work a little harder at it, work a little harder at it, and then it becomes much, much, much easier in terms of, the results that you see. Or you could do a diet program that accelerates getting results, like the Clear Weight Loss Program. And again, this is a diet that can put a person into ketosis rapidly, which will remind the body how to burn fat as fuel. It's a diet that resets the hypothalamus and the metabolic set point for your weight. And it really deals with the fundamental reasons why we develop weight loss resistance as we age, which is toxin accumulation in our cell membrane. And toxins accumulating in the cell membrane can produce inflammation, and that can further lead to insulin resistance. So the Clear Weight Loss Program will deal with the fundamental reasons why we put on weight and why we develop insulin resistance, and you get results quickly. So if you're interested in quick results, you can go that route. So there's a lot you can do.